Okay, if your mind has already, completely switched into holiday crafting mode, you know the pressure is on.
Hmm.
You want to create something unique for your tree this year. And we've definitely noticed your interest in handmade Christmas angel ornaments.
We have. And the sources you've gathered offer, well, a really fascinating look at 7 extremely different ways to approach this classic piece of decor.
Okay, let's unpack this
Yeah.
because it really does feel like a full spectrum.
That's right. This isn't just a list of craft projects. It's more like a strategic analysis of material science and skill investment.
Yeah.
We're moving across a whole crafting landscape today from, you know, intricate fiber arts that demand hours of patient knotting,
Oh, yeah.
all the way to designs that require some pretty advanced machine-assisted precision.
So our mission in this deep dive is to basically shortcut you past just reading the basic instructions and give you the real strategic takeaways.
Exactly. What are the trade-offs?
Right. We want to extract the core aesthetic and the technical choices for each of these 7 designs so you can decide where to put your energy. Should you invest your time, your money, or maybe even fire up your laser cutter?
If you're lucky enough to have one.
So let's start there, actually, at that intersection of old and new. The wooden bead and tool angel with laser cut wings.
This one is such a great example. A true hybrid.
It really is. It takes the warmth of those very natural materials.
The wooden bead for the head, the soft tool skirt.
And then it just smashes it together with the sharp, almost futuristic look of these machine-cut components.
And the insight here, I think, is that the laser cutter isn't just being used for, convenience. It's not just faster.
No.
It's being used to get a level of precision that that you just can't get by hand, especially with some of these specialty materials.
So the wings are really the star of the show here, literally and figuratively.
Absolutely.
It seems like they recommend designing the shapes first. You'd use vector software, something like Inkscape or Adobe Illustrator, or you could just find an SVG file online.
Exactly. And the choice of material for the wings is so critical. The source brings up thin glitter acrylic, or, and this one comes up a lot, glitter foam.
Right.
And if you've ever tried to cut clean, sharp angles into glittery stuff with a pair of scissors,
It's a disaster. You get messy edges, glitter everywhere.
it's Fallout City. The laser cutter, it seals those edges as it cuts. It provides this crispness, this high-definition finish that just elevates the whole piece from a simple craft to a really polished ornament.
Here's where it gets really interesting for me, though. It brings up this question of accessibility, right? Is a design like this really handmade when it requires specialized, pretty expensive equipment? Or is the cost for this kind of tech coming down so much that we should just see it as another tool in the box?
That's a key tension in modern DIY, isn't it? I mean, the source implicitly argues that the durability and the final aesthetic justify the means.
So the end result is what matters.
Exactly. For a high-value piece that's meant to last for years, the assembly steps become really important. Like, they mentioned making sure that metal ornament loop is anchored deep into the wooden peg body with strong glue.
So you're trading that high technological barrier.
For a product with guaranteed precision and, longevity, it's not going to fall apart.
That makes perfect sense. Okay, so we're moving from the precision of the machine now to the incredible patience of the human hand.
A dramatic shift.
Let's go completely away from acrylic and lasers and talk pure, accessible craft, starting with the simplest material, felt.
The felt angel ornament is, the polar opposite of the laser design. It's the ultimate low barrier to entry project.
Totally.
It's all about softness and this kind of minimalist charm. The structure is just a simple papier-mâché doll cone, which you then cover in felt.
So it's relying purely on your color choice and that simple shape for its holiday appeal. Super simple.
Very simple.
But if felt is about simplicity, then the macrame angels, that's about pure dedication and texture.
Oh, the texture is everything. The sources give us 2 fiber art options here, and they really speak to that whole boho chic trend in holiday decorating.
They really do.
And these macrame designs are where the time investment it spikes. You are trading the speed of a machine for the mastery of the knot.
Right.
The core materials are simple cotton cord, some rope, wooden beads, but the skill involved in, say, ornament #4, the standard macrame angel, is all in the knotwork.
That's what defines the body and creates that beautifully long flowing fringe at the bottom.
Exactly. And if you want a true statement piece for your tree,
You move up to ornament #5, the macrame angel with spread wings.
yes. And that one seems to require even more structural integrity. The knotting has to be just right to support those really expansive, impressive wings.
It's pushing the material to its absolute structural limits, isn't it?
It really is. It relies on the inherent stiffness of the macrame rope to hold a shape that kind of defies gravity. It's not like the simple drape of the tool angel we talked about earlier.
So when you compare the sleek, cool hardness of a glitter acrylic wing
Yeah.
to the intricate, warm, textural quality of a macrame wing, you're seeing the fundamental choice that the crafter is making.
It's right there.
Mm.
Do you prioritize speed and machine precision, or do you prioritize depth of texture and, hours of focused labor?
Okay, now let's turn to the designs that get their elegance or whimsy from materials most of us probably already have in our craft bins.
Ribbon and paper.
Exactly. This is strategic crafting, getting the maximum visual impact without needing specialized skills or those advanced fiber techniques.
This is where material manipulation really shines. I mean, think about Ornament #3, the elegant ribbon angel.
So pretty.
Its aesthetic sophistication comes entirely from the skillful layering of satin ribbon. You're creating the illusion of this voluminous, finely draped dress.
So you're relying on the material itself, the luster and drape of the satin, to do the work of conveying glamour.
You are, and what's fascinating is that the source keeps coming back to one specific material to bridge that gap between simple craft and higher-end glamour.
Glitter foam, it's back again.
It shows up here again for the golden wings. It just proves how versatile it is across all these different design styles.
It's the tactical workhorse of the craft world.
It really is. It gives you maximum sparkle for minimal cost and effort. Now, for the budget-conscious crafter who still wants a clean, kind of refined look, we have Ornament #6, the paper fold angel.
I love this one. It's pure geometric elegance.
It is.
The structural challenge here is getting a three-dimensional, volume body movement out of simple folding techniques.
Right, often with patterned or decorative paper. And you notice the accents here, very simple. Gold thread, a simple wooden bead for the head.
It's proof that sometimes the most sophisticated designs rely on a really restrained palette and just perfect execution of geometry, not elaborate materials.
It's the ultimate proof that good design is accessible to everyone.
And we wrap up our 7 designs with the really charming angel, #7, the angel with a wreath. This one brings in a little narrative touch that the others kind of lack.
That small embellishment changes everything, doesn't it? It uses that familiar combo of wooden beads and a tulle dress paired with a whimsical pink glitter wings.
Which is probably our friend glitter foam again.
Almost certainly glitter foam. But adding that tiny wreath gives the ornament a function, a purpose. It's not just a figure, it's participating in the holiday. It moves the design from being purely structural to being about storytelling.
So we've covered a huge territory here, from vector files and laser cutting all the way to paper folding and meticulous knot work.
A huge range.
The key takeaway is clearly not about a single best technique, but about the strategic trade-offs that are available to you as the crafter.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, the 7 designs basically organize themselves into a neat little strategic matrix. And it's all based on your primary investment.
What you're willing to put in.
Exactly. High aesthetic impact is achieved in 2 main ways. Either through intense labor and traditional skill, like we saw in the macrame pieces,
Right.
or through advanced technology and material precision, like with the laser cut designs.
Which means if you have limited time but you have access to the tools, you go high-tech.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have the time and you really love texture and the process, you invest in the fiber arts.
Precisely. And meanwhile, the designs that rely on those readily available materials like satin ribbon, paper, and the ever-present glitter foam,
Yes.
they offer high accessibility and minimal cost. The sources really show that you can get a sophisticated result no matter what your resources are, as long as you choose the technique that best leverages your own strengths.
Whether that's precision, patience, or just strategic material manipulation.
That's it.
So this deep dive really provides a perfect blueprint, doesn't it? It helps you identify the strengths and weaknesses of each approach before you even buy a single spool of cord or a sheet of glitter acrylic.
Indeed. We've seen these materials used to their full potential, but the source also mentions some adjacent crafts, things like making clay ornaments or cutting complex shapes from heat transfer vinyl.
Right.
So building on the variety we've seen, the final provocative thought for you is this. What if you merged the 2 extremes? What unconventional material, maybe something rigid and structural like ceramic clay, could be successfully incorporated into the flowing, intricate knotwork of a macrame design?
Ooh,
interesting.
to create an entirely new hybrid aesthetic, something that defies both the machine and traditional fiber expectations. That's where the real crafting innovation begins.